Welcome to Deep Thought. Something is always affecting you emotionally. Now, I talked about being peaceful and everything. And I talked about being peaceful, but emotions are a part of who we are. Something is always going to touch your emotions. I don't care who you are, you know. Now, women are known for being more emotional than men. They just more emotional. Men, we have our emotion as well. We're affected emotionally. If we get angry over something, that's emotion. We get sad over something, that's emotion. Something is always out there. There's always going to be some event. Something happens, somebody do something, something happened. Your emotions are going to be touched. You're going to be affected. And there's nothing wrong with that. That means you're human. But let's connect that to the power of peace. Being peaceful helps you to deal with that emotion. And let me be clear, that's not always easy. Let me just be clear on it. And even me, I've always said I'm not a guru. I'm still climbing that mountain. Rom got more of an anger streak than people realize. I got way more of an anger streak. I mean, and it's something I'm working on. As much as I talk about peace and as much as I can be at peace at many things, some can still take me off in the wrong way. And it can be sudden, quick, and it shocks people. People find out, wait a minute, you quick. You quick to snap sometime. Well, that's why I work on being peaceful. That's why I worked on it. Yeah, I don't want to hurt somebody. Yeah, I had that type of anger, right? And I have no problems admitting to it. But I'm working on it. That's one of my things. And so there's always something. There's always something. But you want to get to the point where those emotions do not hurt you. Now, I said, yeah, Ron got some anger issues. I got some anger issues, And people don't see it. They say, hey, Ron, you so calm, man. That's because I work at being peaceful. And the thing is, I don't want an anger issue to, cause me to hurt somebody unnecessarily or cause me to lose out on something. That's the thing. I don't want it to cause a problem because I already know the emotions are there. I already know that I'm human. I can get sad over something. I can feel just as much as anybody else, but I don't want it to hurt myself. See, the thing is, there's always something. For every single person, there's always something. And there's nothing wrong with those emotions. But you use the power of peace to keep those emotions to the point they don't hurt you, particularly negative ones. Like emotions of happiness, optimism, and everything of that sort. Oh, those are very good. Feeling good, those are very good. But even then, you probably need to keep a certain perspective because you don't want to get unnecessarily happy. You still got stuff that happens in life because sometimes people will use happiness or try to induce an artificial happiness, maybe through some type of stimulant, contraband or otherwise stimulant in order to have the happiness. That's not good either. That's not good. And of course, you got people who can go, manic depressives. They can go between one and the other. Okay, peace comes in there as well. But just understand you're human. And understand you're going to have emotions. What is emotions? Emotion. Emotions move us. But you want it to move you in a positive way. You want to be calm while you're staring. You just don't want the emotions to get out of control. And that's what happens. And, and that's the main thing with men. Men, we still have emotions, but a big thing with men is to control it. And women, I'm going to tell you what, with women, even though they're more emotional, they still need to have a part of them that's pragmatic. There's a part of them that's pragmatic, but they still need to have it. But the thing is, something is always affecting you emotionally. You can't get past that. So let's bring this back around, like I said, to the power of peace. Peace helps you to manage those emotions. The emotions are necessary. It's a part of who you are. They can come up all the time. But if you have the power of peace, you can manage those emotions. You can manage those emotions. And like I said, it's tough. It's not easy. I wish it was, but it's not easy because we live in a world where you have several forces that make money off of you being emotional. If you look at the evening news, they'll talk about all the stuff. They'll talk about, men being killed, brothers, black men being killed by the police. All right. They still get something out of that because when you're watching those news stories and news reports, look at the commercials around it. Somebody's benefiting off of that. Look at the commercials. Look at the organizations that might do something. They getting, donations or something around that. And not just killing, but it could be any issue, global warming, everything. Somebody's making money off of everything, good and bad, But in order to make that money, they got to affect your emotions. They got to affect you to the point where you're going to pay attention to not just the story or the happening, but to the commercials and, how it's affecting people, Because even, let me use the example of black men being killed by the police, the George Floyd thing. There are a lot of corporations made money off of it. A lot of corporations who say, oh, we're going to help black businesses. Corporations don't give money like that unless they're getting something out of it. It could be something as simple as customers. But because they have emotions, and then, and especially if it's a feel-good emotion, they give you a feel-good emotion that's associated with getting that product. So you got many forces out there. They want you to be emotional. And like I said, emotion is part of everything, but you have that power of peace. You can solve the issues with the emotions. And then you cannot, also it prevents you from being manipulated via your emotions because something is always affecting you. And so that's something you want to think about. That's something you want to take in consideration. And like I said, it's normal. Emotion. In motion. It moves you. It's part of our spirit. Nothing wrong with it. But you want to manage it with the power of being able to stay at peace. All right? So that's it for this brief episode. I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.